The minister from the church kept coming to our house to visit us and saying, "When are you going to have this baby baptized?" And I was in the midst of my struggle because I had sort of been brought up with the idea that there was original sin and that this baby somehow had original sin. And I just couldn't buy it. I don't know whether any of you have had that kind of struggle. But I kept saying, this is a love baby. This isn't a baby born in sin. And it wasn't until I discovered Matthew Fox, who was originally a Roman Catholic, and he became Anglican. And he taught about original blessing rather than original sin. And that just caught me, and I was able to move forward. But by this time, we were back in Toronto, and Christopher walked to his baptism. So the struggle went on for quite a while, 2 or 3 years. Jeremiah, the great prophet, is telling us about God's struggle in some ways with God's people and how he feels that they're falling away. These are the people when the Babylonians came down to Jerusalem and captured the city and then took some of the Jewish folk back to Babylon. And those people were really challenged to hold on to their faith. And so it is that we hear, even though at some level, and it's hard to understand why God was struggling or seeing his people fall away, that he said, I will write my love of them on their heart. Isn't that a wonderful image? It's a poetic image, but just think about God writing God's love on your heart so that it is eternally there. I may turn away from God, but God does not turn away from me. And that's part of the challenge, isn't it, when we're in the midst of those struggles. And then Timothy, poor Timothy, he seems to be having a bit of a time that he's trying to convert these people, and he wants them to remain faithful. And of course, when you're in the midst of those being challenged by those you're leading, it can be hard on you, very hard. And then we get to Luke. And really, all of them are talking about persistence. And here's this wonderful woman. And she goes to the judge. And can't you just see her pulling on his robes and saying, listen to me, bring me some justice. She does it once, and she does it again, and again, and he says, oh my Lord, here she comes again. I'm tired of this woman. I'm just going to grant her justice so she can get out of my life. And as we hear, he wasn't even a God-fearing person, but she was persistent. She was very persistent. It's not easy to be persistent. Sometimes you can feel like you want to give up. You ever have that sense of, oh, I'm exhausted by this. I just have to give up. Our church, it's not just on a personal level, you know. Our church struggles. The big struggle now, of course, is around the marriage for gay folk. And our church has been struggling with that for years. But I wouldn't be here today speaking to you if the church hadn't been willing to struggle around the issue of the ordination of women to the priesthood and then to the bishop. And do you remember when children weren't allowed to come to the communion rail until after they'd had confirmation? And that was a struggle. It was a struggle getting this green book in, from the Book of Common Prayer that we've had for so many years. So that's part of our church. And we're called to be faithful. But that, in a way, is a throwaway word, unless we say, so, what does it mean to be faithful? What does it mean to be faithful? It certainly means to be persistent in the eyes of the widow. I think being faithful is much more than knowing the commandments, knowing the dogma of the church. It seems to me, and I hope to you, that being faithful to God is about a relationship. It's not just knowing the right words to say. I remember when I was diagnosed with cancer for the second time, and I was a member of this parish at that time, coming in and sitting quietly. And truly, there was Jesus saying to me, don't be afraid, Penny. I'll hold you like I'm holding this lamb. That was very profound. That was about relationship. It wasn't about knowing all the dogma. And I don't think if anybody had asked me when I was being ordained, what was the dogma of the church? You know, what were the sort of bottom lines that you had to believe to be ordained? If they'd asked me that, I don't think I would have been ordained. But you know, I had to love. Because I'm always a bit, I think, off-center from the church's dogma. And I happened to be examined by a clergy who was, I think he was 64, and he was getting married for the first time the next day. So all he could talk about was this marriage he was going to the next day, and didn't really ask me, now Penny, what is your faith in Jesus Christ? And who is Jesus Christ to you? So I was talking about that. But I do think it's about having a relationship. It's about those moments that sometimes can be hard to describe, but you have a sense of awe, or a sense of wonder, or a sense of, it's okay, everything, you know, my life is tumbling around, but somehow it's okay. You ever had that experience where you think the bottom's falling out of something, and then somehow, and that's to me mystery, that's why I don't think I can tell you in one sentence what being faithful is, because there's so much mystery to it. But a sense of, it's okay. Yeah, this is the pit where I am, but somehow it's going to be okay. So I just offer that today to listen closely to the words in the Eucharistic prayer. See if they speak to you in any way about being faithful. Well, the hymn we'll have, and I didn't look at the hymn, so I don't know what the last hymn is. Do you know, Zach?
Yep.
What is it?
460.
What?
It's a Shine, Jesus, Shine.
listen to them. Be present with them. That's part of what being faithful. You know, when I was a little girl, and perhaps when you were young, God was an old man up in the sky. Was anybody taught that? No, well, that's good. I was. Far off. And the clergy, of course, the altar was right against the wall. And the Eucharistic prayer was said with the priest said the Eucharistic prayer with their back to the people. So it was sort of, God was so holy and so far off. And you know, we have the steeple here, and this steeple reaches up as high as it can in the sky. And of course, that's where God is, way up in the sky somehow. But God's within us, writing that love on our hearts. And in a way, we can God one another. We can turn God into a verb, and we can be Godding one another, being present in such a way that the person who is with us have that sense that this is a holy moment, without anything being said or without it looking very holy, but that sense, this is a holy moment. So I offer you those few images of what it means to be faithful. If we had a time, the real richness would be into a dialogue and turn to a neighbor and say, what's your understanding of being faithful? But you know, we don't do that in sacraments. However, in closing, let us be open to God's law and God's love written on our hearts as we continue our journey of faithfulness, as we work to embody the God of love.